Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. Today again we are going to do something different. We will learn and unlearn a few concepts and misconceptions in a playful and interesting manner. So, the agenda for today is the words that looked to be so simple were not that simple. So let's see. So I have written down 4 different sentences. Now when I say I have written down 4 different sentences, 4 different sentences I have written. Mark the words that I am speaking or I am using. And I am using it very consciously. Now in the first sentence, you would see that I say that what is the difference between A, B, C. Here I have assumed A as Ahmedabad, B as Bangalore and C as Calcutta. So I am basically talking about 3 different cities. So I have not mentioned the cities. Now you can understand that A symbolizes what, B symbolizes what and C symbolizes what. So the first sentence is what is the difference between A, B, C. The second sentence says the same, but it says it in a different manner because instead of between I am using a word among. And in the same, the third one you would see the difference between the second and the third would be instead of among I am using amongst. The rest remains the same. Now fourth variety here could be why are we talking about all these things? So let us not talk about all these things. So this statement becomes redundant because we are talking about the difference between the 3. If I want to take it to a next level, I can say what I have written down 3 different sentences and what is the difference between these 3 sentences that I have written. Analogously, I was talking about 3 different cities. So if I were to ask you which one is correct, naturally you cannot respond because this is just a session from one side. So what is the correct answer here? We will try and reason it out. So if you have seen my earlier videos, especially on Venn diagrams, I had tried to establish a difference between the words between and among. If you haven't, this gives you a reason to watch Venn diagrams. Okay. So the word between is used for exactly 2 things. I'll repeat, the word between is used for exactly 2 things. Not more than 2, not less than 2, exactly 2 things is when the word between is used. When do I use the word among? I use the word among exactly for 3 things, not for lesser than, but maybe for greater than. Okay, I'll come again. The word among is used for at least 3 things. But if I have 3 or more, let's say if I have 4 things, 5 things, 6 things, I should be able to estimate the total number of size. That means the word among is used for 3 or more, but it should be countable. I should be able to estimate the total count of things available. Right? Similarly, when I use the word amongst, the difference between the word among and amongst is, in any case, I use it for 3 or more only, 3 or more things, but then I may not be able to estimate the total count of things. For example, let us say there is a politician who is addressing a crowd, right? So I would say amongst the maddening crowd, there was a fan of that politician. Now why do I say this? Because I know that the crowd is comprising of 3 or more people, but I cannot estimate the total count of people, which is why I am using the word amongst. Okay? So what is the correct answer here among these 3 sentences? Among these 3 sentences is the answer. I hope this session gave you a new perspective towards the usage of these 3 words. And if you want to watch similar kind of sessions, consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification to receive updates. Thank you so much. Until next time we meet, goodbye.